Guys, if you accidentally emptied the trash on your Mac, don't panic yet. The files may still be recoverable before that space gets overwritten. Today, I'll show you how this drill can help find them and bring them back safely. First, check the Finder trash to make sure the files are really gone. If the document, video, or project asset is still there, you can restore it right away. But even after you click Empty Trash, your files may still be recoverable. I'm Daniel. Welcome to my channel where I make smart tutorials. In this video, I'll show how this drill works on a Mac drive. After the trash has already been emptied, we'll focus on the part that actually matters: finding recoverable files and checking them before restoring anything. That preview step is important because you can see whether the item opens properly and matches what you're trying to bring back. And only after that we'll restore the selected items to a safe location, not back to the same disk we're scanning. Also, I've left all the useful links in the description down below, so don't forget to check them out. So let's go through the steps. Alright mates, we'll start in the browser. I am opening the official diskdrill website at cleverfiles.com, and I want the page visible on screen before downloading anything. For this kind of task, I would always start from the official source. On the page we can see the free download button, and it also shows that the tool is available for both macOS and Windows. Since this demo is about a Mac drive, I use the macOS version and open the app after installation. Once the program launches, the interface separates different data sources into sections. At the top I can see the disks on my Mac. Guys, this drill also supports mobile devices, camera cards, and more advanced storage setups, so the same workspace can cover much more than a regular computer drive. But for this tutorial, we'll stay focused on my SSD. I select it and click Search for lost data. Now the scan begins, folks. At this stage, I would avoid downloading large files or copying new folders onto the same drive. When something important was deleted, writing new data to that disk can lower the chance of getting it back. While the scan is running, the app already starts showing results. We do not always need to wait until the very end. If I want to check what has been found so far, I can click Review Found Items and start looking through the scan results. This is where the dashboard becomes useful. Instead of digging through one huge mixed list, I can move by category. If I'm looking for an image, I open Pictures. For a video, audio recording, or document, I can switch to the matching section and narrow the search faster. Guys, let me take a little break to ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free, but helps me make even more fun tutorials for you. Thanks! Now let's talk about preview, because this is the moment where I would slow down a bit. A deleted item may have an unclear name, or it may be sitting in a folder structure that does not immediately tell you what it is. So before choosing anything, I open the preview and check the content inside the app. Basically, I do a quick preview check first, so I know the file is readable, playable, or actually the right one. Mates, you can preview as many recoverable items as you want before deciding what to restore. This is especially useful when you want to recover deleted files from trash on Mac and need to make sure you are selecting the correct version. So I go through the scan, compare a few previews, and once I recognize the item I need, I select it with the checkbox. For multiple important items from the same project, I can choose them together, but I'd still check the key ones first, especially if they are client materials, personal photos, or work documents. Now, friends, I click Recover. The next step is choosing where to save the restored data. This is very important. I do not want to put it back on the same Mac disk I'm scanning, because that could override the data I'm trying to bring back. So I choose another save destination. That could be an external drive, another storage device, or any location separate from the disk being scanned. Then I confirm the recovery, and once it finishes, open the recovered files in Finder. Next, I can check the restored item normally and make sure everything looks right. So mates, the flow is simple, but the details matter. Check the trash first. If it is already empty, scan the Mac drive, use Preview to identify the right items, and save the restored data somewhere safe. Now, one more thing I want to point out. This drill can work with different storage sources, but this specific demo is about a Mac disk. So the focus here is the situation where something was deleted from your Mac, the trash is empty, and you still want one more way to search for it. From my experience, the main thing is not to rush straight into recovery. I always check the preview first, then make sure the files are saved somewhere safe, not back to the same drive. So guys, that is how to recover deleted files from a Mac disk with diskdrill. The main idea is simple. Do not keep using the same drive more than necessary. Scan it, check the preview, and save the restored items somewhere separate from the disk you scanned. If the trash is already empty, this gives you another practical route before giving up on the missing data. Mates, quick disclosure before we wrap up. Diskdrill sponsored this video. I still kept the demo focused on the actual workflow, so you could see the scan, the preview step, and the save location on screen. If you're excited to try it out, or if you've already used it and have some thoughts to share, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your experiences. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching, and till next time!